I gained entry as one of the top participants in the Bloom CleanTech Cluster program, which again offered me not only financial support in the form of grant funding, but also mentorship, business support services, marketing, business plan writing, and office and maker space.
Bloom is a national sustainable energy and climate technology cluster based in Barbados with a regional and international focus. Our mission is to coordinate and provide business advisory services for our members in project financing, market research, innovation, management, and product commercialization. Bloom also provides individual coaching and financial support for the innovative startups and entrepreneurs as a part of our Business Incubator Runway program. Our mission is also to develop a highly competent ecosystem for sustainable energy companies by providing cluster members access to high-quality business intelligence, matchmaking, and business incubation services. Local startup companies are available to apply for the project and access funding if they're successful. And at the beginning of each part of the program cycle, 5 of them are chosen as resident incubatees and are allowed to use the incubation center to do their work from. The incubation center, the purpose is also to allow them to have access to makerspace where they can create or develop their technologies in any of the aforementioned areas. Barbados is a small island located in the Eastern Caribbean, and the country has committed to an energy revolution and is hopeful to achieve its 2030 energy goal of becoming 100% carbon neutral.
My name is Carrie Amabel. I am the founder of the startup called EcoMyco, and we are renewing the way you package.
So let's start at the beginning of this journey. How did you develop an interest in this field of science?
Okay, well, my initial fascination in the field of chemistry stemmed from the fact that it is all in all walks of life. It is involved in textiles, manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, water. Chemistry is everything. My initial fascination was because it can go into every single realm of life, and then from there I decided to pursue a degree in chemistry where I gained the broad knowledge of everything chemistry related, and then I fine-tuned my interest to material science, which is what EcoMyco does. Regarding my interest in material science specifically, I looked around my gorgeous but tiny island of Barbados and saw that we too suffer from the plastic pollution crisis that the rest of the world suffers from. And the best way to solve it in the most sustainable manner I found was to utilize local, organic, agricultural and marine waste to produce bioplastics and biomaterials that truly biodegrade and do not pollute our environment.
Can you tell us about the main issues that you will be addressing?
So the 3 most prominent issues within the bioplastics and biomaterials realm is the fact that 1, many bioplastics are not competitive with current petroleum-based plastics in terms of cost. Fossil fuel and its constituents are rather cheap, and the resulting plastics are very cheap and easy to create, and as a result a new biodegradable plastic from organic matter has a higher cost, and that is something that currently stifles the industry, along with the fact that many bioplastics and biomaterials actually do not possess similar or superior mechanical and physical properties to that of petroleum-based plastics. So as a result, many items cannot be replaced by bioplastics at this point in time. And the third issue with many biomaterials is the fact that when they do possess the appropriate qualities, mechanical and physical qualities, oftentimes they are not truly biodegradable, or they need to be in specific industrial facilities in order to biodegrade. And in many islands, third small island developing states like Barbados, there are no such things, no industrial composters, so they essentially do the same thing as petroleum-based plastics: pollute, affect marine and human and terrestrial life.
So how does your innovation address these issues?
Given that single-use petroleum-based products are currently banned within the Caribbean and many other islands like my little island of Barbados, My biodegradable plastics and biomaterials will allow local manufacturers to actually operate their businesses legally because they can no longer import petroleum-based bioresins and biomaterials from outside. My biodegradable plastic also provides local manufacturers with a steady and secure supply chain as opposed to importing from foreign territories where the supply chain can be sometimes unpredictable, as seen in the case with the COVID-19 pandemic. So my product not only provides secure supply chain, but also prevents the need for building new infrastructure in the form of industrial composters, because my bioplastics will be able to compost in your at-home garden. So there'll be no need for industrial composters.
Where do you see EcoMyco in the next 5 years?
Within the next 5 years, EcoMyco will be a full commercial scale manufacturing company where we will be producing not only biodegradable resins but also styrofoam alternatives, all made from local organic agricultural and marine waste like sargassum, seaweed, cassava peels, and any other organic matter we can get our hands on this tiny little island.
So how has your participation in Bloom helped you on your journey thus far?
Bloom has not only provided me with financial support, but also mentorship, business plan writing, market research and validation, as well as the provision of makerspace and an office space. These provisions help me work in a more productive and efficient manner, and also provided me the space to complete my research and development and fine-tune my prototypes and my products. In addition, EcoMyco will also be expanded across the Caribbean, given that we all share similar resources, similar organic matter, similar marine matter, and we also suffer from the plastic pollution crisis, which makes this business very scalable to share the environmental benefits with all. So here we have an example of my raw materials. First, we have sargassum seaweed, which I'm sure you know plagues Barbados and the entire Caribbean, as well as Mexico, Florida. It's essentially a pest. And we also have some cassava peels, which are a waste product because we don't eat them. We only eat the interior of the cassava. So as opposed to impeding on our food security, I decided to use waste matter like these two, as you can see right here. And here you have the extracts that I got from these two raw materials. And lastly, you can see I have my biodegradable plastic here. But you may ask, how did I get from these to this? Well, firstly, I extract the polymers from these two raw materials. As you can see here, I am stirring, I'm using acids, I'm heating, all that stuff to get the extracts from the raw materials, which you can see right here. So after the useful components have been extracted, we have this.
Hi guys, Joshua Fort here from Diamond Compost. Just to talk to you today about what is Diamond Compost, who we are, what we care about, and the things that we're doing here in the beautiful island of Barbados. What we do essentially is produce organic and biologic soil treatment and crop protection solutions using organic waste materials. So things that would be traditionally considered as waste sent to the landfill and dumped. We look for those key resources that can be diverted from the landfill and converted into premium high quality soil treatment and crop protection products, such as your fertilizers, your biostimulants, your soil conditioners, and so on. Back in 2014, I actually was dealing with, going through a bit of a health crisis, right? My health was in jeopardy. I was going to the doctor, taking medication, and it allowed me to improve up to a certain point, but I still wasn't feeling the best that I could. So upon doing some research on how to grow a number of foods for my pet iguana, I actually came across a guy, a YouTuber with a gardening show, telling me about nutrient-dense foods. And for me, it was like, nutrient-dense foods? It was like the first time I ever heard the term nutrient-dense food. So as he started to explain more and more about it, and I started to learn more, I was like, okay, I gotta figure out how I could grow for myself the most nutrient-dense foods to improve my health. Upon his own recommendations, I actually started to change my diet and my lifestyle, consuming foods that are naturally more nutritious. I actually felt much better than I felt in my entire life. So it took me on a journey of searching for, okay, what are these components that I would need to produce the most nutrient-rich foods?
A well-diversified renewable energy sector is my vision for the Caribbean. Yes.